Good morning. Well, at least it's morning here in the UK. It's actually Sunday morning and about 10:15. It's been a while since I've done one of these things. As some of you will probably be aware, there's been things happening in my personal life that have kind of stopped me wanting to do this kind of stuff for the time being. And also we've had Christmas not so long ago. So it's been a bit of a strange time. But anyway, I'm back with a video, and what I wanted to do was actually kind of catch you up with a lot of the comics that I've bought probably over the last 6 weeks or so. It's not my regular pull. I've explained in previous videos that I'm not going to be showing like just the kind of run-of-the-mill every week kind of stuff. This is going to be along the lines of variants. Some of them are a bit rarer than others. I've got a sketch cover to show you, and I've also got quite a few back issues that I've picked up over the last few weeks. Some of these are quite key ones. So I'm just enjoying a cup of Colombian, I think it is, just to help wake me up. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on to the comics. Starting with the sketch cover I got done. On eBay I've been following this particular guy who I think virtually every week puts sketch covers up that he's done himself. I don't think it's anybody famous. He's actually called Gary Parkin, and he's based here in the UK, and his online shop is Underglow Art. I'll put a link underneath to the online shop so that you can check out some of his work. But I've been following this guy for quite a long time, and his work seems really popular. Anyway, there was one particular piece that came up that I was determined to get, and I think actually, I don't think anybody else bid on this, unless it might have been a buy it now, I can't remember. Anyway, this is it. It's Wonder Woman number 36, blank variant with the sketch in colour. I just really, I mean, obviously I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman anyway, but this really appealed to me. I just like the kind of movement in the piece, and also I really like the fact that it was coloured. Some of his pieces aren't in colour; they're black and white, but I really like the colours, and I just really liked it. Picked it up for a really reasonable price, so I was very happy with that. Okay, moving on to a few variants that I've picked up over the last few weeks. The first one, there's nothing special about it. I am picking up the run anyway, and I picked up the regular cover, but this was the only one of the Flash 75th anniversary variants that I've seen so far that I really liked it, and it's actually the Catwoman one for Catwoman issue 38 that came out this week. And the thing that appealed to me about this is just the fact that the characters are obviously very old school looking, which I really like. I must admit, I'm not keen on the sort of direction that things like the latest variation of Batgirl have taken, where they've tried to introduce all the kind of modern stuff. I know it's modern, and I know a lot of people probably like it, but it's just not for me, and I don't have to like it. I prefer kind of old school stuff. So I really like this cover. And then obviously a big event from a couple of weeks ago was the Marvel relaunch of Star Wars with issue number 1. And I know I probably said in a previous video that I was getting a bit bored with the Scotty Young covers. Not bored, but I didn't think the quality was quite as good as they had been. But I had to have this one. Really like it. Probably the fact that quite a few of the recent ones have had quite plain backgrounds, whereas obviously this one there's a lot of colour. And I like the fact as well that there's going to be a connecting cover for Darth Vader number 1 and for Princess Leia number 1. So I'm going to collect all 3 of those. And I also got the mini lithograph as well. So really like that. Now, I'm not one so far who's been sort of getting into the the loot crates, my geek box, that kind of thing. Obviously, to get them from imported from the States, they're quite expensive, and obviously you don't always know what you're going to be getting. That's the idea of it. They're a surprise. But when I saw that there was going to be a Batman loot crate variant, I wanted to get that. So I went on eBay, managed to get hold of a copy for £6, which I was pleased with, because out of that particular loot crate, that's the only item that I really would have wanted. So Batman number 36, part of the Endgame series, loot crate variant. Happy to pay £6 rather than paying 20 odd quid or whatever it would be to get the full loot crate. I know there's quite a lot of people in this country who are really into these things, and I think it's mainly for the Funko Pops, which I'm not really a collector of, so that doesn't particularly interest me. Right, moving on to some of the variants that I've picked up that are a little bit, I suppose, rarer, you might say. One series that I've not been picking up from Marvel. In fact, my Marvel pickups have been cut down now to 3. I only really pick up Amazing Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy and Uncanny X-Men. But when I saw this variant cover, I just thought it was absolutely brilliant and I had to have it. And it's for Angela Asgard's Assassin number 2. Really, really nice cover. Adrian Starkey, if you're watching this, yes, it is another sexy variant, but I can't resist. I'm not sure who the artist is actually, and it doesn't really say, but anyway, they've made a good job of it. Okay, moving on. I don't want to make this video too long. The last variant I've got, and this is for the final issue of Goddess Inc. from Xenoscope. This is actually a retailer super rare variant, so I'm not actually sure how rare they are. But I like this because it's by Joe Picar, and I'm a big fan of Joe Picar's work, so I managed to pick this up from the States for a really, really good price. And when you consider, if you have a look on eBay, the kind of prices that these super rare variants are going for, I was very happy with it. Okay, just take a quick slur. Right, moving on to back issues. Over the last few weeks, my local comic shop have been selling off some hardback covers from a company called PS Arts, and I've picked up a couple of books from a series from the golden age of comics, of Phantom Lady. Now I'm going to show you these in my next video because I've got quite a few books I want to show you, hardcover books, so I'm going to show those all together. But when I got those, it kind of piqued my interest in the character of Phantom Lady, because I'm not a big, I've not really heard of this character before, or don't know too much about the backstory. Anyway, I did a bit of research into the character, and following that I went on eBay and I picked up Action Comics number 636, because this is actually the first appearance of Dee Tyler in the role of Phantom Lady. So I saw this for good condition, nice cover, so I just decided to pick that one up. Right, over the past few weeks I've been picking up quite a few issues of Uncanny X-Men, older ones kind of in the 100 to the 200 range, the kind of John Byrne era, or should I say Chris Claremont era. Obviously some of those are John Byrne art, but not all of them. And I picked up a few more from the Dark Phoenix run, beginning with X-Men number 131. Unfortunately for me, this is a pence variant. I'm not, for no reason, I'm not a big fan of pence variants. I just prefer the cents variants or the cents originals. They just feel a bit more authentic to me. But anyway, I managed to get this for a price that I wouldn't have been able to get a cents copy for. And this is actually the second appearance of Dazzler. So, nice, good condition copy. All of these are in very reasonable condition, that I'm more than happy to have in my collection. So then I've got issue 135, and again this is from the Dark Phoenix saga. And And this is actually the first appearance of Senator Robert Kelly. And then issue 145. #155, and this is the first appearance of the Brood. This is 160. This is the first appearance of the adult Magic, Ileana. 166. This is the first appearance of Lockheed. 167, really nice cover. Cyclops with Professor Xavier. 168, and this is the first appearance of Madeline Pryor. This is in really, really good condition, excellent condition. And finally for the X-Men, issue 169. Now, a series that I've been meaning to try and start collecting for quite a while. It's only a 10-issue limited, and obviously an absolute comic classic, and that's V for Vendetta. Well, I was doing my regular search on eBay for copies of this last week, and there seemed to be very few at a decent price. Anyway, I saw 4 issues, all being sold by the same seller, and they were only £1.50 each. And he said that they were in kind of near mint minus condition. So for that price, I couldn't really refuse it. Anyway, I picked these up. They're on Buy It Now, £1.50. They arrived yesterday and they are in superb condition, absolutely immaculate. So I've got issue 6, issue 7, issue 8, and issue 9. The funny thing was, these arrived yesterday, and then when I was on eBay again yesterday, there'd just been posted a full set of V for Vendetta, and the seller, it was a Buy It Now, and the seller was only asking £20 for the full series of 10. He also had make an offer option as well. Anyway, we finally agreed on £18, which works out at £1.80 for each issue. He said they're in very good condition for the age, but he wasn't prepared to kind of give a name to the grade that he thought they were, which is fair enough. It's not something I would like to do. But looking at the picture, they do look really good condition. So what I'll do when they arrive, I'll see which of the duplicates is the best copy, and I'll keep that. And then the other ones I'll probably put up for sale, the ones that I've got left over. Or if anybody's looking for copies, I'll try and hook them up. So really pleased with that. So I've now got, or I will have, the full series. Right guys, the last thing I've got to show you, and this is kind of the prize one for this particular issue of Bag and Board. I've been after this for a while. It's the first appearance of Rogue from the X-Men, and it's the Avengers King Size Annual number 10. This I bought from one of the regular sellers that I use. It's a guy called iamnotwolverines here in the UK, and I know with this guy that what he says the comic is going to be, that is actually what it is. He's very good at grading. If anything, I would say he slightly undergrades, which is not a problem for me. And this is in superb condition. So I'm thinking that this will be the next book that I'm going to send off for grading to CGC. It's a toss-up between this and my Iron Man Demon in a Bottle, but I think this is the slightly better condition. So I'll probably plump for this. Okay, that's it guys. Sorry this video has been a little bit longer than I was hoping it to be. I'm going to do another video very shortly that I'm going to show you the hardcover books that I've picked up over the last few weeks. So until then, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment or subscribe, and I'll catch you later.